Hey guys, it's your girl, Miss Lavish. With y'all today to do a video. I'm gonna answer some questions because I've had a lot of people email me. I try to email all of you guys back as soon as I can, and I think I'm pretty much caught up at this point. But I have gotten a lot of questions that I want to answer for you guys. So let me start. I got a little list, so y'all bear with me because I'm gonna have to do probably 2 or 3 videos. I'm not gonna be able to break this all up into one video. So for y'all that questions don't get answered, or you feel like, oh, she didn't answer this, leave it in a comment section or somewhere, that way I can jot it down and I can answer your question. Of course, a lot of people that want their questions answered as fast as possible, they email me, but that's becoming a little bit overwhelming because I have a few dolls that I'm trying to walk through step by step, so y'all bear with me. So let's get into it, guys. Okay. Question 1. Did my nurse stay with me? I had an overnight nurse, which I love my nurse. She like family to me. I talk to her every day still. I had a overnight nurse stay with me, and she charged, again, I said this in another video, she charged me $50. I had planned for her to take care of me, and bless my husband's heart, not have him have to do all what he had to do and just let him be on vacation. But when I realized where I was staying, which was 45 minutes from Cipolla, which is Juan Dulio, she couldn't, it was no public transportation, so she couldn't get to me. And my goodness, my husband had to do all of the work. And unless you had surgery, you don't understand what that work entails. So I did feel bad. He did an amazing job. I don't think anybody could have did a better job. So when girls ask me, do you think somebody could take care of me? Yes, I think it can be done. I did have my sister who's a nurse, and I did have my nurse that he was able to communicate with and talk with and get instructions and what to do. Because I was having things like my drain tube being clogged. He was having to unclog it in the middle of the night. Just pretty much staying on my pain meds, changing all that ookie gookie mess. But he did it. Bay did it. So yes, my nurse stayed with me in Cipolla one night. She didn't stay with me any other nights. Why didn't I stay in the recovery house? I didn't stay in a recovery house. A, I'm bougie, just a little. And B, I'm bossy, just a little. And C, I like to run my own program a whole damn lot. So with that being said, and then I heard some not good stories about being in a recovery house. And for me, I wanted to be recovering in peace. I wanted my boo there with me. I wanted to bring my family. And me, I cannot be without my husband and my baby, my little baby, that long. So, and I wanted him. He was my biggest supporter. So I wanted him there. So for me, plus I wanted to stay in something real lavish. And the recovery houses I seen, I didn't think so. And then I didn't want to eat the same food every day. I heard some of them serve the same food. Some of them don't. I heard their food is great. But I wanted to run. I'm the type of person that likes to run my program. If I want to say I feel good enough to go to the beach, I feel good enough to go to the beach. If I tell you I'm not getting a massage, I don't want you touching my body, I'm not getting a massage. I don't want, because they're about their money. And so they over there to get your money. And for me, I didn't have anybody bossing me to tell me. I was able to kind of, if it wasn't going to kill me, and you know, they say, well, if you don't get your massage, your body's going to be jacked and whack. Okay, if I choose to have a jacked and whack body after this, it was my money in the first place. I spent it. I don't want you touching me. So I just didn't want all that pressure. Then I didn't want nobody stealing from me. I just heard some bad things, and I've heard some good things about maybe 1 or 2 recovery houses. So I don't know, but for me, I just didn't want to go through that. To each his own. And if you have to go through a recovery house, I don't think anything wrong with that. Just do your research, make sure you're getting a good one, and make sure, you know, it's got good reviews. Some people do a recovery house because cost. I think it's cheaper to go through a recovery house than the way I did it. How's Duran aftercare? I'm not needy. I got Duran to do my surgery. I came in for my visits and seen Dr. Duran. Did I talk to her on the phone? No. my sister called her in the middle of the night asking her about my hemo because she got that kind of relationship with her. My nurse is very well connected in with Duran, so she can get in contact with them in that office. Same difference. Even though my nurse did not take care of me physically, she was on the phone calling my husband, making sure I was okay, calling Duran. And then when it was time for my appointments, my nurse was there to meet me. But I don't know. People would probably say her aftercare is not that great, but for me, I did my research. I didn't call her and be like, "Oh, I got a knot here. Oh, you told me don't touch my belly button." I kind of just got advice from other people and used my own common sense and my own whatever with the incision. I had a doctor that I came home to that took care of me, so it wasn't like I was having to send her pictures on WhatsApp and be like, "Does this look right? Is this right?" I just didn't really need her. Once she gave my surgery and it was no complications, I was good. Now my girlfriend who had complications, she said Duran was excellent. I mean, she went in surgery the day I did. Her surgery didn't turn out like mine, but she had to be more in contact with Duran, and Duran was right there making sure she was getting the care, making sure everything was going right, making sure she stayed the amount of time that was needed. So my experience with aftercare, I really didn't use it that much. I had a girlfriend say that, she took care of her with all the complications that was involved with her. So that's my answer to that question. Did I get massages? Let me just say this. My first 5 days, I didn't want nobody rubbing my skin, touching my skin. It felt like paper, ladies. I didn't want it. So for me, I waited for Duran to release me. She did release me like after my 5th day. And plus my hemo, I was dizzy in the head. I didn't want to be bothered. Getting in and out of that faja. So maybe around my 5th day, I got massages. I had a lady come to Juan Julio and do some massages. I later found out she was ripping me off by the massages she was giving me because they was crap compared to the massages that I was getting in the Cipolla Hospital, which I love. I don't know why they don't boost this place up because it's great. I loved it. Right on the 5th floor. They were amazing. $30. And I felt so relieved. I felt like a new individual when I would go in there and get massages. I swear to you. Oh my God. It was amazing. They put the warm, I don't know what it's, oil on you. They give you almost like a Paffrin. I might be saying all this wrong tonight, y'all. I probably sound real botching ghetto. I don't know. But they wax you down. I didn't get the massages that they told me I was supposed to get. I think they told me I need to get 2 massages a day. I did not do 2 massages a day. Hey, talk about me. I don't really care to each his own. Once I went through 1 massage a day, I was good. So I didn't do 2 massages. I think while I was out there, I maybe had like 6, 7 massages, something to that nature. I didn't have any fluid on me. I never had to be drained after the fact. My skin, fortunately, is really soft due to some other stuff that I'm doing. I'm gonna make a video about that. I'm not gonna get into it now, but I am doing some other stuff. How did I sleep? A lot of people say, well, how did you sleep? Well, once you get a tummy tuck and a BBL, it's not the same as US, and they do it over there. And really, I think that depends on what the doctor is doing and if the doctor know, how to place the fat. I had no fat loss. I didn't come in with the bobby pillow protecting everything. I didn't do that because I had no choice. It wasn't but a minimum ways I could sleep on my butt, on my side. I rotated my side so I wouldn't get dents on my side. I put pillows under my leg, and I'm gonna do a video, and pillows under my back to prop me up. That way it took some of the pressure off my BBL. I was sitting in chairs doing all of that. My butt is still really nice and round. I kind of asked Duran, like, well, how do I sit? She kind of snickled like, bam, boo, I know what I'm doing. You ain't gonna have no problem with, almost like she knew where to place the fat. I was like, well, if I sit on my butt, am I going to lose fat? She laughed like it was almost a myth. I don't know. That's just the reaction she gave me. And she was like, you'll be fine to sit on your butt. And I'm like, okay. She like, this whole new bobby pillow thing that we using, this some new stuff. I don't think this is something that they always done. But she was kind of like, you could use it. Did I use it? No. Is my booty big? Whoo, it's popping. So I didn't have a problem with the sleeping and the sitting. I think a lot of girls are really, really concerned about whether I'm going to lose my fat and lose it. I think once again, I think it depends on your body, how your body absorb the fat, so forth and so on. Because I hear some girls say, well, I lost my butt fluffed and all of this. My butt hasn't fluffed. It's been the same since she put the fat in. It looks the exact same, with the exception it's shaping out more because of my faja and the roundness of it. So my next thing, let me see on here, how much did I spend? Okay, y'all already know you don't have to spend what I spent. My quote was $4,900. I paid for my lab work, which was another $240. I paid for what else did I have to pay for? That was, oh, my compression socks. If you get lipo on your legs, you're gonna need the compression socks to come all the way up. I paid for the compression socks from Duran. I think they were 35 bucks. I didn't have to buy her meds because my meds were done by my doctor, who's no longer taking patients. Let me go ahead and answer that now, because a lot of the dogs are like, oh, I want to use you. He's not taking patients anymore because I guess it became a risk factor for him because he was giving the meds before the girls actually going to surgery, yada yada, and he just didn't want to get in any trouble with handing out meds. What was I telling y'all? Oh, how much I spent there. That was maybe $250 a night. I stayed there 11 nights. So food, I ate out. I ate at restaurants. I made it as a vacation. So for me, can you go over there and make it more affordable than I could? I didn't even keep a budget. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I didn't keep a budget because my husband said, I don't really know. He set the money aside and was like, come on, we doing this, whatever, it don't matter. And that's just pretty much what we did. And you don't have to do that. Airbnb have some really great places for like 80 bucks, 50 bucks. So you don't have to do that. I didn't have the nurse cost because I thought I was going to have a nurse cost, but because she couldn't get to me, I didn't have that cost. You know, we just had enough money on hand for whatever we needed and then some. If anything happened, if my husband needs anything, because it was vacation for him and my daughter as well, and my other daughter and her fiance. So let me see what else. I didn't went brain dead, y'all. I think that's pretty much all I'm gonna talk about